So is it a scam when they say that you could make money, start an Airbnb business without having your own property? There's just a lot of videos. Here's one myself, but I'm going to prove to you with the guy that I'm going to be interviewing on this channel, which is why you definitely want to actually subscribe. But anyway, he has 65 listings on Airbnb. Let me show you the one that I was staying in right here called Mario Azul. And if you've been on my channel any amount of time, you remember when I was in Mexico. So I was staying.
All right, so you might be curious as to why you see me in the video, reacting to my own video. That is because we updated this program right here. This is the copy and paste rentals program. All right, so there are things that are different that you guys will be able to do that will make it easier for you to generate passive income. So I am redoing these videos because the base of the business model is still the same, but we've upgraded other things, and I don't want you guys still like doing more of the old and taking longer to get your money, okay? If you want your money faster, keep watching to see what's different.
And right off the beach in this beautiful place right here. And this is how much you would pay per month. And this is total right here. So we're going to see exactly how much that is. For those of you who think I'm just making this up, let's go ahead and check the reviews and see if we can find me on Airbnb in 2021. This is during the scamdemic. Here I go right here from Mexico, Missouri. David right here. So now you might be wondering, well, how would I make money with this? Well, I'm going to show you a script right here a little bit later, and you're going to see how we can go about not having to use anyone's property, not having to even manage the property. All right, so this guy that I'm going to be interviewing is already managing the property, and it's not his property. So now we're taking.
All right, so in case you're new to the channel, I don't want to just assume that you guys are my regular audience. My name is Yazriel David Israel, or Americans will just call me David, right? But the business model that we are using is called drop servicing or service arbitrage. So we've condensed it, is a more tight version of that. I wanted to niche it down, give you guys the opportunity to just go from like right out the gate where you can start getting results, especially if you're in the United States. If you're in the United States, it's going to be like taking candy from the baby. I did this with limos, party buses myself, and I did this with moving companies too, right? So there are multiple different niches you can go into. We actually have like 500, we have a list inside the community of 500 different niches that you can do this with. But myself, we specialize in teaching you guys to do this with yachts. We teach you in the past to do it with private jet charters, but we don't really teach the jets anymore. But vacation rentals, as you can see in this video right here, as well as exotic car rentals and just regular car rentals as well. But there are updates to this, so pay attention.
Taking it a step further, where we're not going to manage it, deal with any messages or anything like that. We're just going to help them get more bookings. Now watch this. Can I list someone else's property on Airbnb? Now this plays into the script that I'm going to give you guys. So pay attention, because a lot of you guys might be nervous. And this is literally just copy and paste, which is why we have the course below called Copy and Paste Rentals. You're not going to do anything other than copy and paste these properties that are making thousands of dollars per month and get your cut. So it says yes.
Okay, so the copy and paste rentals course is still in the first pinned comment. It's also going to include the community access. So you'll get access to the private community. Inside the private community, it will have like brand new courses in there that you guys don't know about as well. If you've never been to our system before, all right, over 20 different courses, affiliate marketing. We just released the 26K in one day product launch program. That course is going to be in there. We go live multiple times a week. We're going live tonight as well. On top of that, man, you just get a lot of assistance in order to make sure you get your income streams up and running. So that is in the first pinned comment.
You can manage someone else's property as long as the owner consents. Such management may include listing the property on Airbnb and other related sites dealing with bookings, but that's what Matt would do. I don't want to do that. So when I was talking to Matt back then, I was like, yo, I could get you some more bookings. And just in case you guys don't believe me, this is what I started doing. I started using my skill set, trade and barter, to get lower rent and all of these extra cool things that I know how to do and teach you guys. So look, this is where it is, a rich area, Playa Car Phase 1 long-term rentals. And then let's see if we're still ranking. This is a year and some change later. Okay, here we go. This is mine right here. Got my call fire number right there. So proof in the freaking pudding, baby.
Ta-da! So that's proof right there, guys. If you guys thought that I was just teaching you this stuff and I wasn't actually using my skills, hey, even here where I'm at right now in Panama, my brother and I, we're using our skills to make partnerships to try to make life easier for ourselves here. We're doing it with realtors. We're going to be doing it with restaurants and all of this type of stuff. And if you're in the private community, you'll be able to tag along and see how we take over Panama. But you see right here, this is while I was in Mexico, I was doing this. Like, I hit up Matt. I'm like, yo, you got 76 properties, but half of them are vacant. You know, what I do and what I did in the States is I help realtors and people with properties fill the mugs up. You know what I'm saying? Let's work something out, bruh. Let's do something. You understand what I'm saying? So we were able to make moves like this. And when you're in the community, you'll be able to make moves like that too.
So yes, we do this. David does this. All right, so now we want to see how much we can actually make. So
no es lo mismo decir I am at a restaurant que I'm at a restaurant. En inglés no se pronuncia ni restaurant.
In English,
let's come back up to this because it says that a co-host might get around 20 to 30%. So we know that he's going to get around 20 to 30%. We're going to take this right here. We're going to copy this, and I'm going to give you guys a script. Don't leave. I'm giving you everything. So we're going to say, what's 30% of this? Okay, boom. So that gives us $2,936.
Okay, as of 2025, you guys want to make sure you adjust for inflation. Price accordingly. When you are doing this business model, service arbitrage, meaning it is not your property. In case you're watching this right now and you still don't get it, you're not promoting your own property. You don't have to get a loan, funding, or any of that. Invest into a property, fix it up, or do any of that extra stuff, right? You don't even have to do rental arbitrage. You don't have to like rent out a property with a clause in it that says you can sublet and do all that stuff. You don't even have to do that with this business model. We do something far more simplistic, and you're gonna learn.
So now that is what he would get, okay? So we can't get that because he's the one managing the listing and going out and getting the deals and everything. But what we can get is 10% or even 8% of his, let's just do 8%, okay? 8% of his 30% that he gets. Boom. That will give us $234. But me, what I like to negotiate is a little bit under half. So we get 10% and boom. So there we go. We got almost $293 from a listing that we didn't have to reach out to the owner. We didn't have to get the furniture because his furniture be off the chain.
His furniture was awesome. But check this out, man. In case you're wondering, like, man, I want a little bit more of that money. Listen, more money requires more work. The more listings you get to post up, guys, the less work you have to do, but the more money you actually get to make. You know, some of you guys do drop shipping, and you do organic drop shipping where you'll take a listing from Amazon or eBay or something and put it on the site, and you'll mark the price up, and a person will buy it from you, and then you'll go and purchase it and then put their address in there and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's pretty much how the drop shipping game works. Well, guess what? The more real estate listings you put up, meaning just images, right? We teach you how to contact through the owner of these listings. Like I said, they already either own the property, or even if they're a managing company, they still need more listings because now they have clients that they have to represent. So we deal with the ones that aren't necessarily getting booked to full capacity on their calendars and stuff, and we can guarantee that they'll get full bookings. You understand what I'm saying? So all we do is we send them back out. Hey, give us different pictures of the same place. Like even if you're going in the same room, shoot the picture from a different angle of the room, right? We don't want the images to show up as duplicates and when we try to make our listing on Airbnb. It needs to be a completely different listing. So we know how to optimize the listings to get way more bookings and stuff. Things that they don't know. SEO for Airbnb. There's SEO. There's different types of SEO, guys. Airbnb is a search engine, right? But most people just think of Google when they think of SEO or YouTube. So you need to know Airbnb SEO and you need to know a little bit of Google SEO, and we'll show you both in the most simple way. It's just a few steps. Within a few steps, you'll know how to optimize a booking to where within days, even if you never had a booking on that listing before, people will start booking. All right, so that's definitely an update.
Said all of his listings be off the damn chain, so I highly recommend them if you guys are in Mexico, okay? But anyway, so we don't have to furnish it, we don't have to deal with anybody or nothing like that. This is completely remote. So now that is just for one of his listings. Let's say that we want to do this for the rest of his listings. Okay, so he has 65 listings. He got 65 listings, guys. And are you guys starting to see the money, the fact that, okay, I got to show you the script and then you'll see how easy it is.
See how easy it is. Okay, we're going to use the word simple because some of you guys have no experience in any type of entrepreneurship, period. So I'm just going to go back to the days when I had no experience at all. Right? That's what a coach is supposed to do, put themselves in the shoes of the person that they're teaching. So I'm going to pretend that this is all gibberish and I don't know a damn thing about anything. Guess what? You still know basic math. So we broke it down to one where one of the properties was getting $293, right? You can get $293 per, booking or something like that. And if it's booked to full capacity, that's crazy off of one. Now do the math. As you can see, he had at this time 60 something listings. At the peak of it, he had 75 or 76 listings. If you can get at least half of the listings to full capacity and you're getting that 8 to 10%, come on, do the math, guys. All right, so whatever you have to go through to become a part of this, I would strongly suggest it. The steps are simple. You're going to partner with someone who already has listings. You're not about to reach out to landlords like they teach you in those other courses and all of that stuff. And if I've taught you that, please forgive me, because the new way is way more simple. You don't need to reach out to no landlords. Deal with people that's already on there because they've already passed the honeymoon phase. If you reach out to landlords, then you're going to have to sell to them. First, you have to sell that, hey, their house isn't going to get robbed, and ignore all of the Airbnb nightmare stories you heard before and all of that. You got to sell that. Then you have to sell that, okay, when we put your listing on here, it's actually going to make money, right? Then you have to sell why they should go with you to help them with that and why they shouldn't just do it themselves. Ain't nobody got all day for that. Right? So we're going to go with people that's already past the honeymoon phase, meaning they already been listed on Airbnb for a while and they realize getting booked up ain't as easy as all them YouTube videos was telling them. Like, damn, they said they made this their first month and they didn't. I'm not making it. I'm not making it. I'm not making it. So we want to come to them and be like, yo, this is what's happening wrong. We're going to fix this real quick. Give me permission to do this. Within an hour or less, you can have a different account up using their listings, using their house, and a few simple tweaks. And within a couple of days, boom, first booking come in. You get your cut. Couple days after that, boom, another one comes in. Those two people leave a good review. Then we show you what to do. Is a review trick that we show you in the program that can attract more people to the listings. Like even if it's a listing that never been booked before, is a tactic that we use, man. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Like this is an opportunity that you don't want to pass up.
But the money adds up. So we're gonna say, let's say he gives us a little bit under half of his listings. Okay, so we got $293 times we'll just say 30 listings, and we can get them booked up. Okay, booked up for months. He likes to have monthly bookings, right? So boom. This is $8,790 per month off of listings that we didn't have to structure the deal. We don't have to furnish it. We don't have to deal with refunds. We don't have to deal with any of that extra stuff.
So y'all did the math. Y'all seen that. Like what could $8,790 do for you? You understand what I'm saying? And all we did was relisted their current listings using different photos of the same houses, and dude, we optimize the listing in a way that gets Google traffic and it gets Airbnb traffic. Nobody else teaches that. So that's why our listings will be fully booked.
Now, what would you send these people? So, all right, so this is the script right here. So first of all, you want to find Airbnbs that aren't getting booked up. See, he's booked.
Okay. I didn't even know we had that in the O, and yeah, you guys get a script. See, look at that, man. We ain't leave nothing out, man. You get a script. You get a script for the partners. Okay, so you reach out to these Airbnb listing people, or you can have a CERT or a VA or a software, reach someone or something, get their attention, or even better, create a YouTube channel and create content talking about how Airbnb hosts could get more bookings. Perfect funnel. Now they come to you, you optimize the listings for a cut, and ta-da! Business. You're in business, y'all. Look.
Like he gets booked.
I'm about to be
okay?
eating. I haven't had
He gets
eat,
booked.
so
but what you want to do is you want to find Airbnbs.
How to become a trader in 1 month. For people over 50 who didn't invest 20 years ago, I beg you, don't waste.
Near landmarks that are not getting booked. They don't have reviews or anything like that. And that's perfect. Why? Because watch this. Your blank listing, so that's 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom Airbnb listing for only $7,000 per month. I use the word only on purpose so that they can feel like, yeah, man, I priced it right? People should book at that price point. Okay, so listing for blank per month is a steal. That's why I'm so confused. So now you're relating to them. You're like, because they're thinking like, damn, why ain't nobody booking yet? It's been on here for 3-4 weeks. Nobody's booked yet, right? So I was wondering why it wasn't booked up for the year or have any reviews when you offer so many amenities. You see what I'm saying? So the best way to sell, well, we don't want to use sales tactics, but you want to mirror how a person is feeling, right? When they feel that you can relate to them, it becomes easier for them to trust you and want to do something with you. Okay, so it says it's also in a good location, but hasn't had any bites yet. It's not the price either. See, so I'm doing canceling, right? So we canceling everything out that it could be, so we can lead them to the path of like, well, like I don't know what to do. But then I say I have an idea of what it could be. you're near a few landmarks that I believe can draw in an extra booking or two this month. Now that sounds good.
And that's where we insert the value, guys. Like I said, I've been up since 3 a.m. this morning, still haven't had nothing to eat. Just broke my fast right here. So don't be an idiot. Pay attention to the value in the video. I don't want to hear no bull crap about me eating during the video right now. All right, so just focus on what what you guys can do with this to make money. Pretty much all of you guys know it works because you booked an Airbnb before, so there's no skepticism there, but you just never made money from an Airbnb. You're used to being a consumer. So this is a way for you to make money from this, okay? So this is a platform that's gonna be around for a long time, right? You might as well start getting some money from it. So these people have already done the dirty work of making the partnerships with landlords, getting the permissions to list those those properties or their own. They've already did all of that, got it approved, all of that stuff, right? Now you're simply just reposting it, relisting it, just like you repost a video. Yeah, you just do a couple tweaks to it on a different account, and when the bookings start coming in, you collect payment, you give them their cut, and you send the renter where they're going. You understand? So it's a simple process.
An over promise or anything like that. They don't have any bookings at all. Remember that, guys. So this sounds like paradise to them. I'm requesting permission. Remember what Google said is illegal as long as you got permission, right? I'm requesting permission to show your listing to people near these landmarks because I believe this can get you booked for the year. Don't that sound good? Because the whole point of putting these properties on Airbnb is for passive income. Like I'm currently in Airbnb and we paid up months and they living good and they happy as hell, right? So it says, I don't need you to pay me. If it works, then we'll just say, just give me, what I just say over there, 8%. Okay? Just give me 8% and we can continue or not. Boom. There we go. So, I mean, that's it. No pressure. What do they have to lose? Nothing, right? So, check.
That's literally like an irresistible offer right there, guys. Like, literally, I don't charge them anything up front. 8 to 10% it's not a big deal. Because guess what? Right now, they're getting 0%. With those properties, and you still have to pay taxes on properties, utilities on stuff that's just sitting there, all type of stuff. So their assets that they were conned into buying, if you want my opinion, are starting to freaking become liabilities for them by just sitting there vacant. You understand what I'm saying? So this can be a lifesaver for a lot of them when we come through and we re-optimize their listings. So 8 to 10% for us is due.
It's out. So now what is the strategy? Okay, so we'll say short term, we'll say houses for rent near.
All right, you guys. So my aunt did this easy morning ritual and it's been causing quite the buzz among our friends and
family. Okay, so we want, watch this. Popular landmarks popular landmarks in St. Louis. Okay? All right, so now, boom. Let's see. So we have famous landmarks in St. Louis. We got the Gateway Arch. You know, I'm from St. Louis. We got the brewery. And that's on the south side. Historical landmarks. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Gateway Arch, Jefferson Barracks, Campbell House, Grants Farm. Okay, so we'll say houses for rent So usually this is going to be people trying to like pay and get on a lease. So what we want to do is we want to go after hotels. My bad. Hotels near Grants Farm. Look.
So what we're doing right here in this video is called traffic jacking. So the mind of a buyer and a renter are completely different. I'm pretty sure you guys got that. That should be obvious. So even though most of these listings won't be hotel rooms, some of them are, but most of them won't. A person that gets a hotel room is still in the mindset of a renter versus a buyer. Okay, so if we can accommodate them with the same luxuries or similar to a hotel, then we can steal some of the traffic from the hotel keywords. So we'll rank or we'll put up an ad for hotels near whatever high traffic area in that city and try to steal some of those people. Y'all understand? I hope you understand.
That. Yes, Lord. Okay, so now we got hotels near Grants Farm, St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, so when a person searches for that, of course, you know what I'm saying, like they're going to pop up with the regular actual hotels. But people, that's why they created an entire site called Home Away from Home or Home Away. Because people rather stay in the dang on home because you get to dictate what's going on, the noise levels, if there's any people around, where you can park, how much you can eat, and no hidden like fees and all that extra bull crap. So check this out. What we can do is we can either run an ad just like you see right here, and we'll name it exact match hotels near Grants Farm, St. Louis, Missouri, and we send them to the listing. But not just that, what you want to do is you want to take this and you want to play around with the name based off of keywords. Okay, so we'll say better than hotels near Grants Farm, St. Louis, Missouri. We want to use Airbnb SEO because this is a parasite. Okay, we want to use parasite rankings. Okay, so we would name this better.
I'm not just gonna assume you guys know what parasite rankings are. So let me explain it as simple as I can get it. If you know anything, okay. So SEO stands for search engine optimization. And if you don't know what that means, that just means the art of ranking digital assets in search engines such as Google and YouTube, Twitter, pretty much anything with the little search box. SEO can be there. Okay, so Airbnb has the search box, so it's a search engine. Amazon has its own search box, so guess what? It's a search engine. Bing, all of these are search engines. All right, so Google is not the only SEO. All right, so in Airbnb's search engine, there are different keywords than over there on Google. For example, if you go to the home page of Airbnb, it'll say weird accommodations or something like that, and it'll be a section where you can rent a hotel room in the shape of a dang on shoe, or you can rent the dang on places from the Lord of the Rings, dang on the Hobbit place or whatever, blah blah blah. So they got different stuff. They got tab for like amenities and stuff, you know, air conditioner, swimming pools, all of that. So a lot of people, when they get on Airbnb itself and they start searching, they're clicking on tabs according to the accommodations that they want, according to the features that they want their place to have. Okay, it got free parking. It allows pets. You know, that type of stuff. Allows pets, allows parties, that type of stuff. So you want to see which ones are in the most, which accommodations, which of those are the most in high demand in a specific area. For example, let's say is wintertime in New York. You're not going to try to rank your listing for outdoor swimming pool. Includes outdoor swimming pool. You understand? Nobody's going to care about that as far as your Airbnb SEO, right? But they will care about indoor swimming pool. Like, ooh, it has an indoor swimming pool, so I don't have to catch pneumonia if I want to go swimming. Or sauna, hot room, blah, 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 jacuzzi, that type of stuff. You know, like, okay, it's cold outside, but I can still enjoy the water and still be warm as a mug. You see what I'm saying? So, like, even we go as deep to even teaching the students to go off of life events or timing trends. For example, did you guys know that you can change the names of your listings? So if Valentine's Day is coming up, go in there and change your listing to something that has to do with Valentine's Day. You don't have to just name the whole listing Valentine's Day. Be creative, you know what I'm saying? It still has to have the combination of the keywords and all of that stuff. But love suites, blah, 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 that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that people will be searching on Google. Romantic getaways. That'll be a good one. So you'll put romantic getaway, 3-bedroom, blah, 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 fully furnished near UMSL South. See, I'm giving it all away, man. I'm giving it all away in this free YouTube video. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Right? So just something like that. It's a combination of the Airbnb keywords and the keywords that are mostly desired for on Google in his niche. So you combine that with our review method. Yeah, there's no way in hell, unless that dang on place is a damn pigsty slop hole and the images show that, there's no way that they ain't gonna book. People gonna book. You understand? And you're gonna make money. Let's keep going.
Then hotels near Grants Farm in St. Louis are 3-bedroom better than hotels near St. Louis Arch. Watch this. Let's say motel rooms near St. Louis Arch. Okay, so hotels near St. Louis Arch and Zoo. See, this is good. And then we had another one, another keyword right here. Look.
La financiación de una cámara hiperbárica ofrece la ventaja de no requerir gran desembolso inicial. Puede comenzar a generar ingresos.
Yeah, I'm in Panama.
Hotels near St. Louis Zoo with indoor pool. Okay? So choose 3-bedroom home over hotels, or we'll say instead of hotels near St. Louis Zoo with indoor pool.
Okay, so that's a long title, guys. Ask ChatGPT a way to rephrase that while, you know, making it into, a few words that won't go over the amount of characters in Airbnb. But don't lose the main keywords, though.
Choose this property. Boom. See, we're getting creative now. So now what will happen, we get to leverage the power of Airbnb's parasite rankings and everything like that to rank on the first page of Google. And if you want to, you can put up a super cheap ad for this exact match keyword right here for pennies. And now you'll start getting traffic to the listing. So what you're going to do is once he gives you permission, so you're just going to inbox these people, the people that don't have any reviews or don't have any bookings, you're going to inbox them the script. And once they reply, You don't have to take any pictures, hire any photographer or nothing. You simply go and download all of these, or if they have some updated photos, you ask them about that, and then you download them. Then you create a profile on.
Yeah, I miss being there right there, y'all. Those pictures don't do it justice right there, man. In person, man, Mario Azul, man, the view of that. I'm right here now with the ocean. But where I'm at, the ocean don't look like that. If I go to like Bocas del Toro, from what I've seen, the ocean kind of looks like that right there. It's a lot more crystal bluish and sea greenish, beautiful like that. You understand? But Bocas del Toro is steaming hot. So I'm just going to have to like pass on Bocas del Toro and just be grateful with the ocean that I got down this way. You hear me? But yeah, man. Also, I told you what SEO was, but I didn't say what parasite SEO is. All right. Google ranks web entities or assets or digital assets based off of authority. So the more authority a website has, the easier it can rank in Google. When a website has hundreds of thousands or millions of pages on this website and it goes deep in a specific topic, it's kind of difficult to outrank them. So instead of competing, you ever heard of, hey, if you can't beat them, fill in the blank? Exactly. So that's what we do. Instead of us going and creating a real estate website and trying to compete with Airbnb, we just leverage Airbnb and create a brand new page on the Airbnb platform, because that gives us an opportunity to have power to rank on Google as well as on Airbnb. So we use the listings to their full potential. The same way you would optimize your website pages is the same way you're going to optimize your profile on Airbnb. And ranking shouldn't be too difficult. Muy difícil.
Here, and then you upload the images. You can even take the same description they got, but you want to remember to use keywords. If you're not good at SEO, then but if you're decent, and you get the point of keyword optimization, you can take this keyword right here and you can go to ChatGPT and ask for different variations of this keyword and to write me a keyword SEO optimized description for my Airbnb listing to get people to choose my Airbnb listing over hotels near St. Louis Zoo, right, with indoor pools. Boom. And you just want to make sure that you are listing that this has a pool and is indoor and all of that extra stuff. Soon it's going to be optimized. Now, when anytime someone searches for this keyword right here, and then they go into Airbnb, this listing or the listing that you create is going to automatically show up. So you can have a VA or yourself constantly reaching out to people on Airbnb, asking them or sending them this script right here. And when they respond,
just an update. If you want to scale faster, this is the new thing that I'm teaching you guys. Remember, I said this is updated now. What you want to do is you want to reach out to people that have multiple listings. Because remember, if you're doing the math, just for an example, 293, see, Matt had 76 listings, so I only needed to get one yes, but most people don't have 76 listings, so you'll end up going through 1 million people. Y'all sending this to 1 million people, and you got to deal with 1 million different accounts and 1 million different partners. No, be strategic. Find the ones that already have a decent amount of listings, because that minimizes the amount of outreach you have to do. But also, the new way is inbound, guys. You can get on your YouTube and your TikTok. You can call out people who have Airbnb listings that aren't booked up for the entire year, and you can let them know that if they allow you, you'll make sure they're booked up for the entire damn year. Right? So now you'll have inbound. This wasn't taught in the old course, and the copy and paste rentals, the first version. Now this is what we're teaching you guys. So like I said, it's upgrades, right? It's only $297 to get into copy and paste rentals individually, right? You go to the first pin comment, you'll get in there. It'll also give you instant access to the private community for Anti-Job University. You'll have access to over 20 other courses. Every Monday, a new course releases on the inside of the group. On top of that, we're having niche experts come and speak. On top of that, we go live twice per week doing Q&A sessions and mind transfer sessions, right? So it's extremely active, and if you want to get money, remember there is no cash in without action. So go to the first pinned comment, and we'll see you on the other side.